Good.
So good.
Swampy. Excellent. That is to the theme, so you're in the right place.
Real swampy.
So swampy. I love it. Smells good. Yes. Excellent. Well, tonight I am here for your designated storytelling time. Yeah?
Yeah. Story time.
Nice. However, as I am here all by myself, you need to help me with the sound effects. Does that sound like a good deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent, well done. So, how about we begin to the theme of the swamp. Can I hear some bubbling and some hissing or things like that? Things like that. Wonderful, wonderful. I love it. Excellent. Like balloons being put out there. I like it. Excellent. Now, I need a gunshot. 3, 2, 1.
Bang.
Bang will do. Bang is fine. Let's try that again. All together. 3, 2, 1. Bang! Yeah. Love it. Okay, and yet a few little reactionary noises as well. Okay, so let's get some ooh. Lovely. I imagine all your faces look like mine right now when you do that. And that one shouldn't happen too often. That's where, but we find out. Are you ready to hear a story?
Yep.
I can't hear you. Are you ready? That works slightly. Very good. This story is called The Mutant. No, I'm waiting for silence. It's the beginning of the play. This story is called The Mutant Mermaid.
Ooh.
I get it, I like it, excellent. Our tale begins at a swamp thick with steam. Thanks to the dicks who denied environmentalism. This play rhymes, okay? Just a little warning. The rising warm waters of Mother Nature's full bladder. Bladder pissing sound, that was funny. I love it. The rising warm waters of Mother Nature's full bladder led to the flooding of all the globe's nuclear reactors. Soon the humans realized their rose-colored lenses led to radioactively contaminated consequences. Not only was there hardly any land to stand on at all, the rising waters were like putrid vile gore. Living in the liquefied remains of mankind's dumb faults were mutated mermaids. And then mutated mermaids.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mutated mermaids having to preserve all their food in salt. Suspended down low are salt sacks twitching with seamen. Men of the sea. Yeah. Snatched by the maids for their juicy secretions. A circus had pitched next to the toxic debris.
It's a circus.
Attracting the wretches wishing to escape reality. A particular act was top of the bill. A tamer of lions and a cowboy caused quite the thrill. A woman as fierce as the beast she controlled, commanding the stage, was a sight to behold. All who saw her admit she could not be tamed, like her lions, with the longest and most luscious of manes. Oh. Her partner on stage and beyond curtains and doors was a cowboy. known for barely keeping his weight above floors. He was a presence to witness covered in fur, which seemed to only enhance the muscles, then blur. At his hip, he holstered a pistol with which he was all too happy to flaunt its bright tip, a steely shaft which kept company with the other in his pants, ready to unleash at a wink or a glance. The cowboy would enter the ring to raucous applause and fire a shot. Bang! Good job. Towards the lion's cage doors. Two beasts and a woman would burst through the bars and take center stage, for she was the star. But one must never underestimate the toxic mindset. Awesome espresso. But one must never underestimate the toxic mindset of a man who believes in his entitlement. Once beyond doors and admiring eyes, the cowboy would remove his furry disguise. He'll remove it. Furry disguise, a girdle which kept all things where they should, breaks free from its banks just above his uncircumcised wood. Rhyming's great, right? His uncircumcised wood, the pulsing and throbbing muscles of plenty would gush their fluid back into his belly. Now pustules all naked, the cowboy would stand, night after the crowd had given their hand, waiting on the bed with his weapons pointed and ready for the woman who could hold lions' minds oh so steady. She made it quite clear she wanted nothing less, his unwashed pubic hairs pressed against her lips' flesh. But night after night, she'd have to be on her knees, ensuring that the only weapon he fired was the one that she squeezed. You get it? Good.
Good.
Beneath the surface of her ravaged lips' rim grew a mermaid, whose complexion matched that of a Chernobyl victim.
It's good.
Mutated by the toxic cowboy's thick loads, she was impatient to finally come up from below. Listening hard, she crawled up the tamer's neck sheath and heard what would cause any mortal stomach to heave. The cries of one who is obviously gagging, and tears that sprout from an uninvited throat shagging.
Yes.
In between thrusts, she burst through the mouth hole and saw how to solve the woman's problems once and for all. Quickly, she carved a bullet of salt and slid it into the cowboy's loosened hip coat. Then sliding into the swamp's murky abyss, she waited for the man's post-coitus piss. Seeing her mutinous visage in the sludge, the cowboy's reaction was not hard to misjudge. Reacting on fear's ignorant reflexes, he fired his weapon of choice for the braver of sexes. Bang! Not a machine gun. Missing by far, the salt bullet took the path directly into the cowboy's right foot.
Ow.
Keep that in mind. Right foot. The flesh peeled away from the freshly torn hole, and his flaccid fat fluid burst like another blowhole. And least to expect from a forced post-show romp is your toxic life's piss to be drained into a swamp. The tamer emerged and quick as a whip nailed his stiffless skin sheath to a much larger stick. At the back of her throat still squirmed his life jelly. So she swallowed it hard into her belly. Now free from his nightly throat plugging suppression, the woman became an even greater sensation, ensuring his dried, shriveled skin sack remained a reminder that wet pussies grab back.
Yeah.